Topic 6-2, Graphing Quadratic Functions on a Calculator. I found a few places in our textbook in Chapter 9, Section 1 on page 592, and also again on Section 5 on page 623 that'll show some examples of the graphing calculator. But I want you to go out and put this on my phone just so that I can try to show you. Go out to the website mathisfun.com, and if you will put in the search button quadratic functions, you can get to, well, first you'll have to choose algebra, and then in this box choose quadratic functions, and then search. I couldn't get it on the phone, but if you will get it on your computer, you can go down to, keep scrolling down to where it says the Quadratic Equation Explorer, and it's kind of hard to see on mine, but you can actually explore all kinds of things as you move to make it narrower and make it bigger, move it around. It'll show you all the different things that the parabola can do. So anyway, another cool being able to see it graphically and visually changing. It'll be good for the next several topic pages that we do. But let's go ahead and look at this first one. I put it in my calculator, and you're going to look at the view window. If you're ever looking at the window on your graph and you don't see the parabola, there's things you can do in the zoom. This one, however, is saying to first view zoom 6. That always places your calculator back to its normal standard position. So when you find the y, clear anything out that's there. I went ahead and put in y equals 2x squared minus 3x plus 5. Now when you push graph, it's going to show it to you, but be really careful and make sure that you use the minus sign instead of the negative sign when putting minus here. But if this had been a negative, you do want to use this button for a negative sign. So anyway, let's graph this one. Notice how we're going to use the calculator to find the vertex point. We learned in section 6.1 that the vertex point is the point at which it goes to its minimum or its maximum and changes going the other direction. So the vertex point on this one is at its minimum because the parabola is up. You're going to push second calc, which is above the trace button. You're going to select minimum, which is number 3, and then you're going to look for your left bound. Mine's already, the flasher's cursing on the left side where it says left bound, so I'm just going to hit enter. For the right bound, I have to move with this arrow key, move it around to the right side. Whoops. You're going to be on the right side. Notice that when you push enter, there is a little bit of an arrow that's going to pop up that gives you the boundaries of this. And then when you push guess, you want to push it one more time, and it actually gives you your minimum. It's flashing directly on. Actually, mine's just a little bit different than theirs. It said 0.8 just because they rounded it up. If this is a 5, then that would round up to 0.8. But you could have left it at 0.75 also. That's your x value, and your y value was 3.8, and we'll round that one up to 8. So that's how you would find a minimum, or if you were just actually even looking for the vertex. So let's try on this page. Okay, we're going to find the points on the parabola. If you hit second calc and choose a value, since they've already, one is highlighted, you can enter. That one's already highlighted. So we're going to look at the ones for each of these. So let's use a -1, and it gives you the value that's 10. If you need another point on the parabola, you just keep plugging in and then hitting enter, and it'll give you each point along that parabola. So if you do the same to find the other y values, you've got your points, and you can now graph. You can sketch. And this one's not in a coordinate plotted point, but we can kind of sketch where that would be. Not quite to 1, up to about 3, and you can sketch the points along the vertex that you found. So graphing a quadratic function and find its vertex and x values, and then sketching the graph. This one, plug into your calculator, walk through the steps that you on the previous page to finding the vertex first. So once you find the vertex point, then you can go to the steps to find the values along that parabola that are included in the chart over here. So take a minute and copy those down and work through 6-2 of your assignment.